Good afternoon, everybody. I am live on YouTube, and the purpose of my video is to talk about the stimulus check and how everybody is looking forward to the stimulus check. That's not going to happen. Now, I don't know how you other people feel about this situation that we've been in since Joe Biden took office, but everything has gone up. The mortgages has gone up, rent's gone up, um, food's gone up, gas has gone up. Everything that you can think of has gone up. We have to stretch every fucking penny that we get. Some of us get our checks the beginning of the month. Some of us get it on the third of the month. Some of us get it on Thursdays. Some of us get paid on Fridays. Whatever the case may be, you guys that work have to work a double shift to make sure that your family gets taken care of. Fucking toilet paper has gone up. $20 or more for a family pack of toilet paper. A fucking thing of Hamburg, $20 for a family pack of Hamburg. And it goes on, people. And all this took place during COVID. And when Joe Biden took office, when he helped people in Iraq, when they really didn't need it, they took our stuff off the shelves and shipped it over there to them. So now we have to pay back everything that they fucking helped us with. Like with the stimulus checks that they fucking helped us with, we have to pay it all back. And now they're saying that they're going to reimburse us for what we're paying double for, which should never even happen. Rent shouldn't be up. The food shouldn't be up. Gas shouldn't be up. But it is. But we're the ones that have to pay for it. We're the ones that have to pay double all because of what Joe Biden did. And tell you the truth, I'm getting tired of going without because my bills, my cats, and this apartment get what they need. This month was the first time that I got myself a new nightgown and some new shoes, and I ordered some bras that are on the way. That's the first time I got myself something in a long time, and I've been on my disability check since I've been 5 years old. And it probably won't happen again, so I can buy something new for myself, because now I have to look for another place to live. But this ain't why I'm doing this video. I'm doing this video because the government and the president is lying to the American people, saying that they're going to give us another check so we can survive. But they're lying to us, people. The government that we believe in is lying. So my advice for each and every one of you that think you're going to get a check, don't look for it, because it's not going to happen. John, he's a YouTuber and he keeps everybody up to date about that stuff. And John, I want to bless you and your family, healthy and doing a good job on what you do. But the news that you get It's not correct. I hate to tell you that, but it's not. Because if the government was going to give us a check, the one that they would send to me would go automatically on my Direct Express card. The ones that have bank accounts, like regular bank accounts, it would go into their checking accounts or savings accounts. Because the government has that information. The next thing, when we get up, get our hopes up, check our card, and it's not there, that means the government lied. When they know that we are having a hard time, my niece Erica works, and what she gets out of her work check, she has to pay her bills, buy food, and make sure that everything is taken care of. My friend Miguel works. He has a family with little ones. What he gets, he has to make it stretch. Matthew works. What he gets has to work. Tyler, what he gets has to work. And me, I'm on a disability check because a dog bit me when I was 5 years old. So I'm stuck taking medication for the rest of my life. Yeah, I could go out and get a job, but I don't want to because I have an anger problem. I get upset when someone tells me something wrong and I snap at them, not meaning to, because I'm used to doing things my way and not their way. But I'm learning to compromise, you'll say, and understanding that not everything works your way. But with Joe Biden, he swore under oath to look out for us Americans, and he ain't doing his job. Now, some of you voted for Joe Biden, and I kept telling you guys, don't vote for him. And look what happened. Now we're in a fucking mess that we're paying for, that we didn't ask for. Everything is gone up, and now I'm I'm here with no money because I have to make sure that my bills are taken care of, my cats are taken care of, in this apartment that I'm in. And on top of it, I'm looking for another place to move to. Yeah, I have Section 8. Thank God for that. I have my case manager that's helping me. I have my DSL worker helping me. But when it comes down to the money that I get, it's not enough for one person. I get $914 in my disability check. $281 in food stamps, and $10 in a check from welfare. And you would think that would be enough for one person, but it's not. Every month when I get that fucking check, I have to take $100 and something out of my disability check and go to Walmart and buy some food for my freezer so I don't go without. When that $100 could go on to me, but it doesn't. It goes into my freezer because I have no help as far as that goes. I don't have a man that helps me. I don't have a man living with me. I do everything myself. I take care of my cat's box. I take care of their cat litter when it needs to be put into the bin. and I'm not supposed to be lifting anything, but I do. I take out the trash when it needs to be taken out. Things that a man is supposed to do, I do it. Things that get moved around, I do it. Knowing that I have a back problem and a health condition besides my epilepsy, I had a heart attack 3 years ago. And I'm not supposed to be stressing out because of my heart attack. I have to take medicine in the morning, at 5 o'clock, and at bedtime. That's my life. During the rest of the time, before I think about taking my medication, I'm fine up until I look at the clock, like I am right now. Well, it's not time yet to take medicine. See, when people are on medication, that's all they stop and think about. Instead of concentrating on their life, they look at the clock like I do. When is it the next time that I have to take medicine? No person should have to live like that, but I do. And there's a lot of people that talk to me online and ask me why I can't read the way I want to, or how I can't figure out money like I want to. It's part of my disability that I didn't ask for. I didn't ask to have epilepsy. I didn't ask to have a fucking heart attack. When I was born, I was just like you, a fine little baby. When I got to the age of 5 years old, this dog came up and bit me because my mom tried saving me to put me in the baby carriage, but it was too late for me. But I don't blame my mom for that. My mom did the best she could raising the four of us girls up when my father stepped out on her. And I'm going to tell you guys something else too. I know this video is supposed to be about the stimulus check, but I'm going to tell you, okay? My mom was an amazing mom. She brought us girls up the best she knew how. She taught us right from wrong, and she always taught us that when we got into relationships, not to let a man abuse us. That was the kind of mom my mom was. My mom was always there for me. She would always rub my head and tell me everything is okay. And sometimes when I space out and I put my hand on my face like this, my brain thinks it's my mom doing it to me. Because that's what my mom did to me, to let me know that she was there. See, you guys that have your moms, you don't know what it's like not to have your mom every single day. You don't know the pain like I do. Waking up every fucking day, looking over there at the wall at her picture, wondering why she's not here to tell me everything is okay. Instead, I have to go to New Hampshire to her cemetery and talk to her. Or when it's Mother's Day. You guys that have your moms are lucky. You can say Happy Mother's Day to your moms. Me, I have to say it to a picture. Or when I go to New Hampshire tourist stone. You guys that have your moms can hug her, kiss her, tell her you love her. Me, I can't do that. You guys want to know what I did Memorial Day when I went up to New Hampshire? Well, my sister and I and my niece, went to my mom's cemetery. I got out of that car, and as bad as my legs were, I got down on my knees and I laid flat on my mom's stone, kissing her, and tears just came out of my eyes like they are right now, and telling her that I love her. And when I got done with my mom, I went to my sister and my niece and did the same thing with my brother-in-law and my grandparents and my Uncle Fred. And I keep telling you guys to treasure your mom while you still have her, because you don't know when God's going to take her. You don't know. She could go tonight or tomorrow morning, or you don't know. But you guys that don't go see your parents, you think it's funny when someone's trying to explain to you about seeing your mom and treasuring every minute that you have with her. Well, let me tell you something. When my mom was alive, I did things to my mom that I regret doing, all because of my kid's father. I kicked my mom in the legs because of my kid's father. And I ran out of my grandmother's house. And my grandmother came chasing after me. And I was in the woods and I took a piece of stick. And I was going to hit my grandmother with it because I wanted to be with the kid's father. But luckily for me, my mom forgave me for doing what I did. But I didn't forgive myself for doing that, because no child should do that to their parent. But I did. So as the years went on, eventually I forgave myself for doing that, because I had an amazing mom that loved me no matter how I acted towards her. My mom loved us girls. She had no favorites, even though my sister Cindy was her oldest and Cynthia was her first grandchild. She loved us the same. And if I had a chance to do it again, that's what I would ask God, is to give me my mom back, so I can tell her every single day that I love her and thank you for bringing me up the way she did. I love my mom with all my heart. You guys don't know the pain that I go through every single day. And not only that, my children were taken from me. I miss my children every single day. Nobody knows the pain from me. My daughter hates me, and I have a granddaughter I haven't even seen. My son, he finally got a hold of me to let me know that he was okay. So if you guys have children, treasure them, love them, don't abuse them, because if you do, welfare will step in and you'll never see your kids again until it's their word and say it's okay. See, when I had my children, I'm going to tell you guys, when I had my son, I had him when he was a baby. And when he was 5 years old, Well, no, I take that back. When he was a baby and he was starting to cut teeth, that was the first time mom raising a child. And I picked my son up, and me and my mom lied to everybody and told everybody that I had a seizure while I was holding my son. But that wasn't the truth. The truth is that Larry, the father of my children, didn't want to take responsibility and help me with his son. And I didn't know how to help my son, so I pinged him in his nose to make him to shut up. And my mom came in and said to me, Rosie, what are you doing? You don't do that to your son. And I told her that I didn't mean to do that to him, but Larry was just laying there in the bed while he was watching me take care of his son. So she took Robert and she quieted him down. And after she quieted him down, I looked at my son and I told him that I was sorry that I did that to him, and I kissed him on his cheek. I didn't think that he was going to remember something like that, but he did. And luckily for me, when my son got older, he came down here to Maine back in 2011. It was also a bad day for me and my sisters because that's when, on November 1st, was when we lost our mother. And my son came and I hugged him, and I didn't want to let him go. And I told him how sorry I was, and he forgave me for what I did. But with my daughter, I didn't do anything wrong with my daughter. All I did was go to the store and get her diapers, and I went back to my mom's house and I asked Larry where she was. And he said that she was over across the street. And before I got a chance to knock on the door to let my mom know that I was back, I heard my mom and two other people say that I was an unfit mother. But I don't blame my mom for saying that. I love my mom with all my heart. And she must have had a good reason why she did what she did. But my point, what I'm telling you guys, is that don't do anything to hurt your children because it will come back and bite you in the ass. And I've learned over the years as my children got older, my daughter had left me a recording and she told me that I was never there for her. I never bought her birthday presents or anything like that. And she said that I was nothing but a birth mother to her. And that really hurt. But I learned that, now that she has her own child, her child is going to grow up and probably do the same thing that she's doing to me. But I want my children to know while I'm here streaming live on YouTube that no matter what you think about me or how you feel about me or what regrets you have towards me, I still love you. I never stopped loving you. And yeah, I might have done things when I was a teenager with you guys and I wasn't a good parent, but I was doing the best that I was, what I had. And I want to let Justine know that every time I gave you my cell phone number, I had a government phone, and every month it would run out of minutes. It wasn't because I changed my number. It was because I ran out of minutes and I didn't have any money to call you. You see, Justine, back then I had it rough, and I want you to know that. I didn't do it to hurt you. I didn't do it to be mean to you. But back then, I had a government phone that ran out of minutes all the time. And I want you to know that I did go to Walmart and buy you a CD that year. And the CD was Jesus Takes the Wheel. I bought that CD for you. And I called Pam up and I told her that I had that CD for you for your birthday. But she told me not to send it because she was too scared that I was going to come up there and take you from her. See, Pam only told you what she wanted you to hear. And I'm sorry that she's gone, but that doesn't change the fact that I am your legal mother. I'm the one that gave birth to you. And the way you feel about me, it's inexcusable. I'm still your mother on how you feel about me or not. That's not going to change anything, Justine. You have my blood in your veins, and you cannot change that. You look just like me, and I am here to say I am proud that you look like me. Just like your brother looks like me. If there's anything in my life that I don't regret doing, and that's having you and your brother. Men, they come and go, but children, they're forever. And always remember, Justine, now that you're a mom, always remember the love that you have for your child. Someday I will not be here to remind you of this. You are a grown up and it's your decision. You don't want to see me? That's up to you. But the fact is, I am your mother and that you cannot change. I've been here waiting for you, patiently waiting for you, and hoping that you change your mind and get this grudge that you have towards me that I didn't do and come up here and meet me and stop living in the past and go forward, because I would like to meet my granddaughter, because I have a picture of her and she's a beautiful young lady and I love her just like I love you and your brother. And like I said, Justine, men, they come and go. But parents, when they have children, have to take responsibility of taking care of that child. Because once them children are grown up and on their own, they're going to realize how you treated me. And I'm hoping to God that your child doesn't treat you the way that you're treating me right now. But there's not a single day in my life that I don't stop and think about you, because I do. Everything that Pam's ever told you about me was a bunch of lies about my family and about me. Yeah, I made mistakes in my life. Nobody's perfect, Justine. You're not perfect, neither am I. We all make mistakes, and the only one that can judge us is God. So, I hope you come across this video, Justine, because I truly love you, and I miss you, and I want you a part of my life. Because I'm not getting any younger. I'm getting older, Justine. And I've had a heart attack already. And I want to see my granddaughter before I die. And I would like to have you and your brother up here for the holidays. So we can be a family. Because that's what we are, Justine. We're family. And that you cannot change. You cannot change the blood that's in your system. You are my kid, and you always will be. Regardless on how you feel about me, you're still my daughter. And I want you to know, and your brother to know, that I didn't want to give you up for adoption. Judge Martin was the one that did that, not me. I fought for you till I was blue in the fucking face, and I couldn't take it anymore, so I went to Florida. And I got a letter in the mail saying that you and your brother were adopted. And I came back up, and I asked Judge Martin why he did that. So, if you got anyone to blame about that part, Justine, don't blame me, because I didn't want you to be adopted. I fought for you and your brother till I was blue in the fucking face. I went to parenting classes for you and your brother, and I went to school for anger management and stuff like that. I did everything that he told me to do to try to get you back, but your father fucked it up. And when I say by fucking it up, when it was time to go back into the courthouse to try to get you and your brother back, he comes walking in with a woman with her kids. So automatically, it messed it up for me. My Uncle Junior spent $800 on baby furniture for your little brother. You want to know the truth, Justine? I will tell you. My Uncle Junior and his wife spent $800 on baby furniture for your little brother because they were going to take him and raise him out there in the country. And on the weekends, I'd be allowed to see him. But Judge Martin wouldn't allow it. My sister tried getting you guys. Anyone in my family would try to get you to keep you in the family, but they wouldn't allow it. So don't blame me about whatever Pam told you. It wasn't my fault that Judge Martin wanted you adopted. I did everything that I fucking could to save you. I love you with all my fucking heart, Justine, because you're my kid. And I will never stop loving you or your brother. And now that you have my granddaughter, I will never stop loving her either. So, now you have something to think about. Because what I just told you is the truth, Justine. And again, I am sorry that Pam is gone. And I'm sorry to Richard that he lost his wife and her children. They have to grow up without their mother. But Justine, you need to grow up now. You are a mother, and your daughter will know what you did. That you're holding this grudge against me for something that I didn't do when you was small. All I did was go to the store to get you some Pampers. And you're holding that against me. Well, you need to grow up and get a reality check and stop being ignorant and leave the past behind you, because I'm never going to stop loving you. If I have to wait here till God takes me, I will. But one thing I know for sure, and that is you're my fucking kid, and you can't change that, no matter how mad you get at me. No matter how many times you tell me to stay away from your fucking boyfriend or your fucking husband or your friends. That's not going to stop me, Justine, from loving you. And Robert, I love you with all my heart, my boy. And I'm hoping you're doing well. And please be safe. I love you both with all my heart. And to the American people that are waiting for that stimulus check, don't. Because they're not going to do it. And it's a shame that they're doing this to us.